Today is November the 19th, 2012, and this is the same amplifier I posted on YouTube last night. And afterwards, I got several very good comments. One from a gentleman that reminded me that that is actually not a bias adjustment right here. Of which I wrote back and said, no, it actually is, because it goes from like minus 38 to minus 48 volts, something like that, plenty of range. And then later, as I never quit thinking about this darn stuff, it dawned on me it's not just a simple bias adjustment, it's a balance adjustment. And I had forgotten that. What this does, and I'm going to show you here, is it balances the voltage. That's one way to adjust. That's actually the only way they've got it set up to adjust it, although I changed it a little bit. If you clip it to ground and then clip it onto the grid, you will see I got minus 40.8 on that one. And if I go over here to the other grid, you'll see I got 41.4. I can change that if I tweak this between. See, I can balance them here, make them the same. Okay, I'm going to make this one. See, I think that one went. Now if I can start fumbling with the darn thing. Okay, there it's 40.6 on that one. 41.5 on that one. Anyway, you can tweak them back and forth. See, I need to lower this one, don't I? Going the wrong way. I'm going to fumble here for a long time, but I'm not going to. Okay, there's 41.3, 41.2 on that one. And hey, got them the same. How about that? 41.2 on that one. Right there. Move it to the other one. 41.2. Okay, that's cool. Now it's balanced. And that's the only way that Fender's got it set up. However, I installed a 1 ohm resistor from cathode to ground here and 1 ohm here, so that milliamps, millivolts, as I read across it, will translate directly to milliamps because it's across a 1 ohm resistor. This is the cathode, so I'm going to measure the cathode current. Got it hooked across that one. That one is 45 milliamps. And this one is 47, 48. See, they're actually really not balanced. Just because we balance the voltage between the two does not mean that we balance the currents. So I'm going to balance the current, and I'm only able to do that because I added those 1 ohm resistors. Okay, this one's 47. I think I need to go down just a hair. Oops, wrong way. Okay, let's see. Counterclockwise is down on that one. Okay, 46 and 46. Wow, hey, I'm getting lucky here. Okay, I'm real happy with that. It's been on for quite a while, so it's actually warmed up. 46 and 46. Marvelous. Now, that does not mean that our voltages are actually going to be probably slightly different, which would be normal. This one has 41.2. The other one has 40.7. Okay, that's okay though. They're close enough that these tubes are going to do just fine. But our cathode currents are actually balanced. 46 milliamps and 46 milliamps. Okay, I'm going to stop the camera. I'm going to turn it back over and make sure that it's warmed up for quite a long time. Then I'll make some temperature measurements. And I'm hoping and believing that this time the temperatures of the two tubes are going to be the same. Okay, now it's been about 20 minutes. And let's see. This is the hot one, or the one that was hot. Wow, look at the difference. That one was up at 400 degrees, 285, 290. This one over here, same thing. It works, huh? Yeah, balancing the cathode currents is the right thing to do. I'd say it's running about 280 or so. Fixed that, didn't it? Okay. I'll plug it in here, and we'll look at the output and see if it made it more symmetrical, and see if it clips even. I haven't tried this out yet, but let's see what happens. Okay, I'm driving it right before clipping, and it changed it ever so slightly. It actually did. See there, it's very nice and clean. Here it is on a different scope. Oops. Alright, gonna add connectors here. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay. Either one. Now we'll drive it right into clipping. The top of it still starts to clip a little bit earlier than the bottom, but it is a bit better. There it is again. Let's see, let's run it up to about 10%. It looks like it's going to be, whoops, it's the same amount of power as it was last night, 17 volts or so. And there's our harmonic profile changed once again. So we've seen 3 very distinct and different harmonic profiles from changing. I don't remember what I changed last night. But anyway, I gave up a little bit too early last night and wasn't paying attention. And again, thanks for the help from the YouTube community. Thank you, sir. And I'm quite happy with it now. This is all I can really do for it. I don't think anything else can be done for it. I did measure. I'm not going to do it now because I'd have to turn it off, flip it over, and everything. I did measure between the center tap and one side and the center tap on the other side of the output transformer. There is a little bit of difference in the DC resistance there, but that's not uncommon. I can't say that I've ever seen a transformer that was exactly the same, and it's not a very important thing. So I call this one fixed, and I'm glad that balance adjustment, yeah, that's it right here. Yeah, this last thing here, this type of an amplifier, this particular amplifier would very much lend itself to having its bias voltages adjusted by these little devices, these bias kings. I'm not trying to, I don't have a bias king, I know that's a brand name, but these bias devices that can be bought off of eBay, for some of them pretty pricey if you ask me. But if you got the kind that you could measure 2 tubes at once, you could vary just what I just did by installing those 2 1-ohm resistors. That's basically what they do. They put a cathode resistor in it, and then they measure the voltage across it, which is what we did to balance this. So it turned out really good. And the temperature of the tubes are the same once we balance the currents. Let's measure them once more, just to prove it. Now they're actually going to be pretty darn hot now. They're going to be hotter because we're driving at its maximum output. Let's see what they are now. Really hotter? Hell, they're cooler, aren't they? 260 and 200. Well, they're still the same. 260, 70. I'm blown away how to explain that. They're actually running cooler. These things never cease to amaze me. More like 250 to 260. Same. Okay. So be it.